Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Dr. Herbert Harris, and this is our daily reading from our book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success, daily reading number 17. And our topic for today is the law of change, part 2. We're going to talk about the parable of the prodigal son. If you don't have a copy of our book, it's available on Amazon. It's available on our website, herbertharris.com, and just about anywhere else on the planet. If you come to our website, herbertharris.com, and get a copy, we will send you a free audiobook and many other goodies. All right, folks, this is a reading from page 59 of the 12 Universal Laws of Success. And we're talking today about the law of change. And we basically said that the law of change has 3 aspects: faith, choice, and desire. We talked about faith. Faith was critical because it is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. And so if you don't have faith in the outcome that you're seeking, it will not happen. Those of you on Facebook and on Instagram, please invite your friends and your guests and share the broadcast with them. When we talk about choice now, assuming you have faith in the thing that you're seeking, choice, you choose this day whom you will serve. So the outcome that you experience is really based on the choices that you make. If you make wrong choices, ineffective choices, the results that you get will be in accord with the choices you make. And so we're talking about the idea of choice, that you choose the outcome you desire and you act upon the choices that you make. We're going to deal with a portion of the Bible. It's from the prodigal son, the book of Luke, the 15th chapter to 11th through the 32nd verses. And I'm going to loosely summarize it. And it says, the youngest son of a rich man asked his father for his piece of the rock. His father gave him his share, and the young man went out into the world and partied his fortune away. Now, you know, we've seen that happen many times. I know myself, I've been guilty of it. Once he was broke, times got very tough. He suffered and hungered. In final desperation, the son got a job feeding somebody else's pigs. That's pretty bad. Even though he had a job feeding someone else's pigs, he still suffered and hungered to the point that he was seriously thinking of eating whatever the pigs did not want. That's desperation. He had hit rock bottom with no plan to escape. No one would bail him out. No one would help him. But then in verse 17, it says, and when he came to himself, he said, how many of my father's hired servants have bread enough and to spare, and I perish with hunger? How many of his father's servants had enough to eat, were living a good life, and yet there he was, suffering from hunger? The prodigal son renewed his mind. He thought a new thought about himself. Though he was in the pig pen of life, suffering and hungry, he was still the son of a rich father. Then he made his choice. He chose to serve his father. Now we look at his father as the positive aspects of life. Rather than serve the owner of the pig pen, we consider the negative aspects of life. In verse 18, it states, I will arise and go to my father and beg for a job doing anything, I might add. He then took action. The prodigal son took action, pursuing his choice. When we make choices in life, it's not enough just to make the choice. We have to take action on the choice. Verse 20, it says, and he arose and came to his father. He begged for a job, but his father wouldn't hear it. His father treated the prodigal son as whom he really was, a long-lost son of a powerful, wealthy father, and not a servant. Because the prodigal son had chosen to return home and serve his father joyfully received him. His father said, his son who was dead is now alive again. Had the prodigal son made another choice, he would have gotten a completely different result. And so I say to each and every one of you who are watching today and listening today, that many of us are like the prodigal son. We have come to a point in our lives where the decisions we've made and the choices we have made have brought us to a point of hunger, starvation, lack, and limitation. The power of the law of change says that be you transformed by renewing your mind, that when we think a new thought about ourselves, when we see ourselves differently, when we make choices based on the person we would like to be, two, and when we take effective action on those choices, three, we can change our lives in a massive way, and we can attract the good things that we desire. Hey, folks, thanks so much for being with us for reading number 17 from the 12 Universal Laws of Success. Join us again tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.